Hi there. In this quick video we'll be taking a look at this TEFAL Pure Pop vertical iron, travel iron, whatever you want to call it, but you basically don't press with it on your clothing. You just run it next to it and it irons it with heat and steam. There are many, and I say many models of this type of iron. We got this one because it has kind of a really small water compartment, water reservoir, but it's travel friendly. So I prefer to fill this a few times instead of being annoyed when we try to take it with us somewhere. So yeah, let's see some specs and then open it up, see how it works and whatnot. It seems it has replacement pads, velvet one to steam with no damage and lint pad to remove hairs and lint. Okay, I guess. Any English here? No English. Okay. Finally some English. To ensure best results for garment steamer, you have just purchased Jesus. The product has been factory tested using water. Find a few drops of water in the water tank. Yeah, maybe it's okay they wrote that, because some people might find that and wonder what it is. Pure Pop. Thank you for buying Pure Pop. As you can see, yes, they come in a few different colors, but this yellow one was the cheapest. I have no clue why. I don't really care that much about the color. So let's see what we have in here. So, okay, fill water tank, switch on, wait 15 seconds and steam. Okay, in any way. So, okay, with the velvet variant, steam with no damage, and with the lint. I think it's the same one, you just rotate it, this on the front of it. Yeah, we'll see about that. If you want how to use, you can scan this code if you don't have this piece of paper anymore yourself. Oh nice, they give us a tiny, actually not so tiny, I don't know, travel pouch. Come on, open up. Okay, what else? Lots of manuals. Oh Jesus, yeah. Okay, we have some fire starters. Anyway, there's that. I don't think there's much. International warranty. Some info right here. Not valid for Romania. Important safety instructions. Jesus. And I think this is a general user manual for all this series starting with 20. We'll take a look at that in a moment, but I want to get this thing out. Come on. And it's out of the bag. Interesting decision. It was in this, and it also has this on it. So, yeah, I think I got a brand new unit. I bought a brand new unit. Didn't buy refurbished. Doesn't seem to have any sort of fluff or something on this, which yeah, now I can understand how it gathers hair, because it has some sort of tiny bristles in here, so makes sense it gathers stuff. Let's remove all of this protection on it. Such a tiny water tank. How do we get this out? Does it slide? Yeah, it purely just slides down. And here's the valve to which it pulls the water. And here's our fill port with a sealing rubber. Do we have a minimum and maximum? No, I don't think we have minimum and maximum. So we basically put in as much as we can. A bit of info right here. So 1100 to 1300 watts. Depending on the voltage, obviously, also a bit. Okay. Let's see. yeah, you can pull this thing up. It just has some latches, small latches, spring based latches right here in the middle. You can press them in. Which latch? In here. So you can rotate it. I'm going to leave it with the no damage side on until we learn how to use this, because I don't want to damage anything. So yeah, okay, interesting. I'm expecting this to light up in some way when we are using it. On off switch. It was on by default. Interesting. And here to start the, I don't know, the steam itself. I wonder if it actually has some kind of internal pump, but we will hear it if it has it. Probably it has one. Okay, really simple device in my opinion. Let's take a quick look, and to put it in, you just slide it in right here. You can see it has latches on the side, but yeah, be really careful. You don't want to break that. If you break that, this is unusable anymore. So make sure it's all the way in and only then slide it up and it locks in place. Interesting. Just want to mention, the cable is sort of rubberized, so I'm quite positive it's high temperature resistant. It has yeah, it's for travel, so it makes sense that it has this velcro to keep the cable organized. Come on, open up. And the velcro is captive on the cable itself, so you cannot, on one of the pieces of this wraparound cable, obviously you can move it wherever you want to, so you cannot lose it. The pouch also has this, so you can actually, it has one at each end. So you can lock the pouch in. Yeah, nice standard plug with how it's called, with grounding, so it should prevent electrocution. Yeah, it's a bit top heavy, but it makes sense because more or less everything is happening at the top of it. Maybe with water it will be a bit more balanced, but anyway, that's not that important honestly for this. Let's take a quick look at the manual and see where we get. Feel free to read the safety instructions. Yes, while in use, this area, the steam head, which is marked right here, is really hot. So don't let this unattended, basically stay with it. And I wonder how you put it down, how hot it actually gets, how you put it down when you have finished doing its thing. Does it stay like this? Barely stays like this. Yeah, remains to be seen. Maybe it's hot enough, but not extremely hot, so you can set it down on something. Yeah, weird, honestly. I was expecting it to have some sort of way of staying down even when it's hot. Bit more info right here. Feel free to read them. It's actually a good idea to read them. And in case something is wrong, read right here everything. So it can have calc deposit on it. Okay, yes, it makes sense from the water. I don't think this needs distilled water. I think this runs on normal tap water as far as I know, because you will not have distilled water with you when traveling. That's kind of a fact, honestly. Yeah, let's see the instructions themselves. Searched quite a good bit for this. So it's meant to use simple tap water, and if you have really hard water, mix 50% of tap water and 50% bottled demineralized water, and don't use water with any other stuff in it. Simple tap water, that's freaking great. And before first use, read right here. Some smoke or harmless odor may be produced. Anyway, here are the numbers and what each of and every one of them means. It seems there are two options. I'm not sure if I can actually buy for this particular model also the home tank, because the home tank is bigger. We will see later. We have the travel tank on it. So remove water tank. I showed you how to do that. Open it, fill it with tap water to the limit of max level. Did we see the limit of max level? Okay, so basically up to here, more or less full, more or less 100% full. Anyway, there's that. Okay, close it. Yeah, return water tank in there. Never attempt to remove creases while they are being worn, the clothes. Yep, don't try to iron them while they are on you. How to reverse this front, we already did that. Travel pouch, yeah. Home tank or travel tank, you see the difference. We have the travel one and there seems to be a home one also. Maybe we can find that one also and get it separately. Plug it in, wait for 15 seconds. Yes, this will light up, we'll see that later. Press and steam will come out of it while we press this little fellow. We see that later. Never iron like this, so it needs to be up, either perfectly straight or just a bit of an angle compared to the clothing. Try to more or less touch the clothing with it, don't do it from a distance, at least that's what they tell us here. Check the label of the fabric if it allows ironing with hot steam, and test it initially in an area that's not so visible on your clothing. Again, not from a distance, not when you are wearing it. Switch it off after using, unplug it. Never touch. Yeah, that's hot. Wait for 1 hour before storing it away. I'm not sure how you can keep it. I hope that it doesn't become that hot that you cannot set it on something to cool down completely. We'll see about that when we actually start to use it. Take out water tank, drain it, put it back in. If you leave water in it, it might start to form a deposit on it in time, so that's why you want to always drain it. To remove any deposits from this after you've used it a while, with windows open, remove the water tank and put 50% tap water and 50% white vinegar in it, and then basically run it like you normally do when you are ironing something, but obviously don't iron anything with vinegar in it. And this is why you will also open the window, because you are basically spewing out vinegar with water steam. Then put water in this to rinse everything, so you get rid of all the vinegar for your next use. Cleaning, if you need to clean it, a bit of info. Yeah, obviously don't clean it directly under the water, just with a damp cloth, and not when it's hot, so let it cool down. Yes, this you can clean, so the front of it can be directly fully cleaned underwater. And yeah, next, different languages. So that's all she wrote. Let's see how we can use this. Filled this with water. Let's put the cap in. Right in the middle, this cap has a one-way valve that allows air to be drawn in while the water is being used, but does not allow water to come out. And for the first time ever, it's on. Not flickering in real life. I will wait for it to maybe get another color in 15 seconds. Not really sure. No, it actually went off when it was hot. So let's see, something like this. Touch it and press the button. What did they say? 30 degrees. Okay. Seems to be doing things. Yeah, it is really doing things. Okay, that's actually cool. Yes, my daughter managed to spill something on here. But anyway, for a trial, this is good enough. It's doing things. Let's do this whole thing and make sure it's straight. I was not expecting it to work this well. Yes, again, ignore the stains that my daughter made. These are just some steam spots. They disappear, they dry out by themselves. Maybe I insisted a bit too much, but it's going much better than I expected. Another dress, and I think we started with the most complicated things. These have all sorts of creases intentionally. So anyway, but these things seem to be going away extremely easily, and this, in a way or another, it's actually handling the creases and straightening everything, as you can see, quite well. I'm honestly blown away with it. I wasn't expecting this to work as good as it does. Had no idea that it can be this easy, but it genuinely is. Yeah, look at this. Just move it around a bit and it gets straightened, compared to where we didn't touch it. So great. And it gets nowhere near as hot as I thought, at least from what I used it until now. And I can simply take this out and go and put some more water. A small drop from this end. So maybe I will try to buy a bigger one of these for when we are using it at home. Okay, this is you can see the area where we did something, and you can see the area that we didn't touch yet. It's much better than I could ever expected. I just need to mention, you can feel the slightest of vibrations when this is running, so it does have a tiny little pump drawing water from here and pushing it out in form of steam. Let's see what we can do with this tiny little shirt. Okay, I would say it's good enough. You could probably do a bit better with a standard iron if you insist, but yeah, it's good. Yeah, and making all sorts of popping noises. I should shut it off when I put it on its side. We've been using this for a good while now. It's perfect for our needs. Yes, sometimes it doesn't do the absolutely perfect job as a normal iron would, but in 99% of cases is absolutely fine. Much easier to use, much more compact, especially for traveling, much more convenient overall. It does get a bit hot, so when you are using it, if you have wood floors, don't put it on them. We have tiles, so I can lay it on in here and it will cool down really quickly. So yeah, don't lay it down on your furniture or something like that. It's probably a bit too hot for that, but take it in the bedroom. Maybe you have tiles in your bedroom, you can just lay it on its side and it will cool down. Sadly, I cannot buy the bigger tank for it. There is a model of Pure Pop, a particular model that comes with small and big tank directly when you buy it, but it's at least $10 more expensive. So yeah, but if you want both of those, get that one. For me, one of the tanks is enough for one shirt, for example. So yeah, that's fine. If I need to do more, I just go and refill, and that's about it. So yeah, I can recommend this product. We will continue to use it, no problems with it whatsoever. We really like it. Yes, you can see tiny small deposits of calcareous on it, but nothing to worry about, at least not for the moment. And that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and see you in the next video. Bye.